Okay, let's see. Got the hat on. Dressed relatively decently for this. Yeah, I think we're about ready. Hey, and here we are. Ta-da! I think it's me. I can't be sure. Yes, we put in a scrolling banner down here. I learned a trick. Eventually, we will put all the fancy bits on and be able to do even more silliness, weird behavior. Let me see which way I gotta go over this side. Haha. Hey, yes. I has the technology. I just am not sure how to do it, how to use it yet. That's all right. A little adjustment. It is Monday. It is a complicated Monday. There's a lot going on, and I'm not going to go into detail about it because every single one of you is having a complicated life right now, which is why I'm going to play some goofy songs and sing some goofy songs and say and do strange things, and we're just gonna have fun. We're gonna have ourselves a little half-hour oasis of goofiness in the midst of all of this, whatever the heck this is. Just checking to make sure the technology is all behaving. Hey Kay, hey Teppo. Teppo, we're gonna have to see about getting you some hot chocolate or something. Hot cocoa. Oh, up late again, sir. Learning new tricks is the bread and butter of stage magicians and doggies. It's true. And I am still a stage magician. I'm just not doing as much magicianing right now because having an interactive magic show over the internet is much more challenging than I personally feel like I'm up to. Hey, Alicia, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm really glad that this thing is scrolling properly. I'm very happy about that. And actually, I was going to try and have the Please Stand By running a little bit longer. I actually started it up, but I forgot to hit the Go Live button on the computer. Because I needed to go do something that's very important to do before you do a show. And you don't want to do that live. I'm just not the. Hey Tina, hey y'all. Am I on the big? And Richard's here. Yeah. Am I on the big TV again there, Tina? Because I think y'all were talking about me being on the big TV a little while ago. Among other things. Other people are doing it too. Oh, that's a cool chord. I wonder what that is. I'll have to put that in something so they figure out what it is. I'm just messing around here. Yeah. I should probably, this hat is a Lady Draw hat. Lady Draw was a costumer who worked primarily the Texas Renaissance Festival, though probably a few others as well. And she raised guinea hens. And her guinea hens would shed feathers. And she said, you know what I can do is I can put that in a hat. This is a multifunctionally goofy hat. Now I am a very, very fancy pirate. Now I can't see a damn thing, but who cares? It's fashion. Now I'm a fancy pirate going the other way. But I think this really has like the maximum stupid. Yeah, this. Nice. Ultima 4. You know what? I've never played any of the Ultima games, but I have gotten drunk with Lord British. True story. All right, I should do a song. How about I do a song? Yeah, I kind of like the soft, the gentle open especially for this kind of week. Yes, the maximum stupid. This is definitely the dumbest this hat gets. Oh, let's do a thing here. Oh, hey, I'm in the wrong place. Guess what happens next? Panic and chaos. We're just gonna. All right, that's all right. Hang tight. Hang tight. I'm in the wrong. Yeah. There we go. I completely forgot what I put as the title for the opening. So there's our official Troubadork technical screw up. You're welcome. Yay! Let's do it. Possums in a trench coat come to tea. They sit right at a table like you and me. Do they want another biscuit? Better give them 3, 'cause they're not really a guy, they're just possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat go to town. They got themselves an Uber, couldn't flag it down. The driver didn't stop, no, he just kept on going, 'cause he didn't want to drive 6 possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat see a show. Do you give them just one seat or the entire front row? Do the possums in the middle just peek out through the buttons? Man, I got so many questions. Will 6 possums in a trench coat? Bridge! Possums in a trench coat on a date. Got there 20 minutes early, couldn't stand to be late. Everything turned out to go much better than expected, 'cause their date turned out to be 6 possums in a caftan. Possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat. 6 possums in a caftan. If that song made you giggle, I am doing my job. This is the whole point of today's show. We are going to do silly, goofy things. That's right, Tina happens to be the current habitator of Hatchback the Possum. A possum who has found a secret underground passage into their kitchen. Under the dishwasher. Ooh, that's a good... You can almost hear the eyebrow in it. You know what? I think you actually just danced to that song. I advocate dancing to any of these songs you want to dance to, because let's be honest, we all need it. And I can make the noises, and y'all can do whatever you think is a good idea with the noises. And this is a different top than I usually wear. Well, yes, you know, it's trench coats are mostly a northern half of the U.S. thing. When I lived in the Bay Area, I had a trench coat. When Amy lived in the Bay Area, she had a Dr. Zhivago. She still has a Dr. Zhivago coat. It's this giant... Because we occasionally visit Utah, this giant black leather with a big fuzzy hood. And I did in fact describe one time when we were all wandering out as a group, the charge of the Trenchcoat Brigade, which I stole from whoever wrote the Books of Magic, that DC Comics maxi series. But I digress. Which is kind of the point now, isn't it? Alright, second song, and I actually have it written down here as well, so that I can figure out, not only do I have it written down here, and here, there it is, and also on that screen, I've also got it on my, I've been keeping a log of the songs, so that I can all keep it together. That's right, Neil Gaiman. As Adam Moore put it, Neil Scary Trousers Gaiman. And if you look up, there's one last digression. We'll get to the song. On YouTube, there is a story about how Neil Gaiman was inspired to write Neverwhere. which is based on a fantastic imagining of the London Underground system. And there was actually a story in which he was mistaken apparently for a homeless person because he was listening to Alan Moore of From Hell, Watchmen, so on and so forth, extolling. I think he was actually writing From Hell at the time, was telling the tale of the blood and the gore and the guts, and Neil was feeling a bit woogie by it, going outside to catch his breath, and here comes Alan, this deranged druid, Alan Moore. Oh look, Neil's scary trousers gaming. Can't take a story. It's anytime scary trousers comes up, it's just that. One day I want him to actually autograph something for me as Neil, quote, scary trousers, quote, gaming. But let's get on to the actual song. Yes! We're going to do it again. I'm going to try and sing it. I'm going to try and play it properly. I'm going to try and do all the bits of it. So far I have not managed to do all the bits of it successfully, all in one go, and that's something I want to try and beat. Whew. V for Vendetta, that's right, that's another one. I've actually read the majority of Alan Moore's stuff because I got into comics in the 80s, and that was a perfect time to do so. Okay. The song. Renaissance minstrel, minstrel, minstrel. I pray thee, my lord, will you hear this song? It took me years to write, but will not take too long. I did it! It's based on a sonnet by a man named Kit, and I need a patron, so I long to be a Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, 'tis a lovely ballad of a wandering knight, and his lady's love keeps him up at night. His son's a lowly squire just schlepping swords, 'tis a steady job, but he longs to be a Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, Renaissance minstrel, minstrel, minstrel. There's 100 verses, give or take a few. I can write some more in a week or two. I can write in Latin if you like the sound. Sepatus susamen, and I long to be a Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel. If you do enjoy it, I can sing it there. I get so tired of wandering from fair to fair. If you must return it, send it to the king. He'll just put his name on it and call himself a Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, Renaissance minstrel, minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, minstrel. Passed out with good company, minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, minstrel. I got through the song all the way and didn't screw up. I'm very proud of myself. I think that's the first time I've actually done that on one of these shows ever. Yes. I feel good about that. Part of the reason I do these is to blow off some of this steam. We have, the majority of us have been confined to quarters for going on 3 months now. And whether we're working from home, we're not working from home, we've been furloughed, we've been laid off, we've been, whatever it is we've had to deal with, there's a lot of tension. Hey, Miranda, thank you. I'm really good. Yes, passed out with good company, Tina. I did post that. I reposted it, actually, because I had written it and then forgot I wrote it. And Facebook Memories came up, and I put it up back on my Facebook Memories feed about 2 days ago. I need to remember the chords on that one. My goal is to play that at Scarborough in front of His Majesty Henry VIII, to bear that noble name, and have an argument break out between himself and his lovely new wife, Queen Catherine. All hail the golden Triceratops. you have to see her crown to get that joke. As to whether or not I am to be commended or dragged away. I will not be arrested. Being arrested by the Royal Guard is an entirely different thing. However, being dragged forcibly off the stage backwards, that's just theater. Oh. Still weird to think about because being raised in the state, I don't normally consider how big it is. Texas is immense. Texas is 8 hours away from Texas.
8 to 12.
In some cases, Texas is 12 hours away from Texas. In at least one case, it's a 2-day drive. If it's raining real hard. And the rain keeps following you. All the way across the state. I think we need another lighthearted, happy, jolly, peppy song. And I know just the one to harness just a little bit of what we're all kind of carrying around inside of ourselves right now. Because I feel that this song really kind of captures a certain zeitgeist. And it also just happens to give us all a really great opportunity to sing a happy, light, fluffy song about throwing people out windows after you grab them by their junk. That's right. You know it. We're doing this one. Oh. I have enjoyed this song. I swear, honestly, I will be puttering around the house singing it, and Amy can vouch for that. Sing light in German. Bavarian. Which is like having a dagger with a smiley face on it. I was gambling in Helsinki, down upon mine luck. O'er a lot of these big Flemish guys, I felt that I was stuck. I thought I was a goner, sure surrounded by mine foes. Then I remembered Hasselhoff, and he solved all mine woes. For he wrote the very informative Manual of Defense, and invented the Hasselhoff maneuver, which goes... Just grabs them by the crotch, once and throws them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grabs them by the crotch, once and throws them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Well, I cleared myself out of there and I fled down to the bar. I happily sipped lager, maybe 2 or 15 jars. Then some massive Swedish mercenary spoke a bill on my ma. I did not think I could escape this peril quite unscarred. And then I remembered the wisdom of Oscar Hasselhoff, who said... Just grabs them by the crotch, once and throws them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grabs them by the crotch, once and throws them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. I was so carried away by the lovely, enchanting image of hurling someone out after grabbing them by the groin. I got a little carried away. I am sorry. I will pay more attention. I had gathered quite a crowd by the great feat I did perform. I ordered me another round, for I had grown quite warm. But then time to settle came, please, for my credit for all scorned. And though I tried to stand my ground, mine fate was quite forewarned. For they too had read Oscar Hasselhoff. When they grabbed me by the crotch, whoop, and they threw me out the window. Aye, well, that was darned effective, I thought, as I was passing through. They grabbed me by the crotch, and they threw me out the window. Yes, it seems the fenestration works on well as me as you. Everybody! Just grabs them by the crotch, Once and throws them out the window, a little way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grabs them by the crutch, once and throws them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. I cannot read the comments while I'm playing the song. Nor should I look at myself while I'm singing this song, because this song is a silly, silly, silly song. About drunkenness, gambling, and defenestration. And I am forced to adopt this completely unjustifiable accent. Speaking of unjustifiable accents. For I digress again, because it's my thing. You know, so there's some people out there that do not see the show very often. There should be like a 15 to 30 second buffering on this tempo, just in case you're wondering. And that's built into Facebook. But since Miranda, you do not see the show very often, I will do for you a special thing. I'm gonna do the thing. Bear with me. Miranda, I will sing for you a very special song. A love song. A song of my people. A song that says so much in so little words. A song so special. It causes me to speak with this completely unjustifiable accent. I will sing my song for you now. I woke up the cats. I will now pause briefly to recover from the stupid thing I just did. I came up with that on the fly, and when the first... I know who I wanted to do this for, but I actually tested it on like 4 or 5 other people before I did. We have lost Kay. Kay has gone out of the chair. Thank you. Sorry about that. And that's with me a good ukulele distance away from the microphone, too. I woke up... Tina says I woke up their cats. Well done, me! I try very hard not to do that very often. First of all, because Amy hears, like, everything that I do, pretty much, if I'm performing. And she's heard it a lot. I do it mostly for the reactions. Live, it's really good. I'm actually very pleased with the reactions I've gotten on the book face as well. I feel good about that. I think we should probably... Whoa, Tab turned into a slideshow for me. I am not sure what to tell you there, Teppo. But Teppo is on the other side of the freaking planet from me, too. And that has some bearing, I suspect. Let's do one more. The cats are glaring at Tina. It's like... What did you do? What did you do?
Our cats are used to you because they've both gone back to sleep.
According to Amy, both of our cats have, in fact, just said, it's Matthew, and gone back to sleep. You can get used to this eventually. My wife and my cats appear to have done so. I'm also glad at this point that I don't live in an apartment complex because somebody would have made a complaint. Oh, well, let's do the one more song here. Yep, it's another one of those songs we can do to just have fun with. It's got a jolly sing-along chorus. I hope you all remember it. If you don't, sooner or later, I'll put it back up. But for now... Eat Bertha's mussels. They're the best there is by far. You can eat them in the dining room. You can eat them in the bar. So when you're ashore in Baltimore and you fancy a bite to eat, just follow your nose to Bertha's. You'll be in for a rare old treat. Well, a sailor came to Bertha's with a problem most severe. His manly pride had been atrophied by a voyage of 14 years. Oh dear, so he ate a plate of mussels. Now he sings in a different key. His jibboom set right, he'll be back there tonight, and he's not going back to sea. So eat Bertha's mussels, they're the best there is by far. You can eat them in the dining room, you can eat them in the bar. So when you're ashore in Baltimore and you fancy a bite to eat, just follow your nose to Bertha's and you'll be in for a rare old treat. Now a lady came to Bertha's who wanted a daughter or son. The doctors had said with a shake of their head that she couldn't have either one. So she ate a plate of mussels and went home to her husband dear. She tuned up his cruth, and to tell ya the truth, they had triplets the very next year. So eat Bertha's mussels, they're the best there is by far. You can eat them in the dining room, you can eat them in the bar. So when you're ashore in Baltimore and you fancy a bite to eat, just follow your nose to Bertha's and you'll be in for a rare old treat. Yes, they'll cure your diarrhea, thank God for your constipation too. Just swallow a box for the chicken pox, for the measles, or the flu. So if you fancy a healthy life, get your daily dosage straight. A plate a day of Bertha's mussels, and you'll live till you're 98. Sing it! Eat Bertha's mussels, yum! They're the best there is by far. They're tasty, you can eat them in the dining room, you can eat them in the bar, So when you're ashore in Baltimore and you fancy a bite to eat, just follow your nose to Bertha's, and you'll be in for a rare old treat. Woo! Oh my goodness me. Let's see, we got a lot of things here. We got many things going on. See, I'm busy singing here, and you guys are like, oh, we're going to talk about, in honor of Hurricanes Institute. We have a Tobias in the Hurricane Naming Convention. That's terrifying. In 2022. Okay, so I got a couple of years still. That's good, because I don't want to be blamed for stuff that... This year has enough problems without a hurricane with my name on it. Oh, I see. Yeah, so all kinds of weirdness. There was a Matthew a couple of years back, which is, of course, as you guys all know, the name that I use when I'm not dressed up in funny clothing with a goofy hat on. There's been an Amy. Most of my family's gotten one. I did have somebody's name. Huh?
The Amy was not spelled my
That's true. The Amy was not spelled her way, so it was a different Amy entirely. But yeah, the weather's being weird, the stuff's being weird, but my job, I feel, in this, is to dress in funny clothing, play some songs, and give people a chance to just enjoy themselves. Just be a little goofy and have a good time. And that's really my goal. Because a lot of people can do a lot of things, and what I can do is I can be hopefully a welcome distraction from time to time. And I'm also apparently a designated stunt dad, because I have now had more than 3 people call me dad and mean it. And I'm not their biological fathers. So, okay, I guess so. I am also still the crazy Uncle Tobias. That's never going to go away. So let's get on with the thing here. Let's talk about the fact that, we got tip jars up here if you want them. PayPal.me, The Adequate, Ko-fi.com, The Adequate. If you want to drop a couple bucks in there. Any money that goes to me via these shows goes to do things like buy me a real web camera. Right now I'm using my work cell phone. There's an app for the OBS, Open Broadcast Studio, called OBS Camera. It's about $16, and it turns your phone into a streaming camera. There's another app. There's several other apps that'll turn your iPhone into a camera for other things, and I think it's worth looking into. But I do kind of want to have something so I can actually like leave the camera where it is or put it on a mountain and just like aim it and have it good. Because every time I do these shows, I have to figure out where the heck I am and position it. And I've currently positioned it on this $5 tripod thing I got from Wish. Not the most stable thing in the world. I want to thank Robert and Rick and Emily for dropping some money in the buckets. I appreciate that a great deal. Maybe they are seeking child support. They all know I do Ren fairs, so hitting me up for money is kind of silly. Speaking of hitting people up for money, Patreon.com. It is Patreon.com's first of the month again, and I want to thank BK and Kaylee and Relly and Richard and Brian and John and Alicia and Aline and Lorene. I have to thank Lorene and very carefully because she's also my editor for the Artisanal Gibberish books. And they help support Adequacy in our lifetime. Basically, the idea is you decide you're going to pitch in $1 a month. So that's if you've got $12 that you don't have anything else to do and you want to support the arts, you can do that. There are various levels, but really it's just a matter of, again, better equipment, maybe some more production stuff, music lessons, things of that nature. There's some bonuses. You guys get to see some previews and actually get to hear the entirety of me successfully playing Friend from Fair on a recorded media, my studio recording. The beginning of the demo EP, and then I wrote, which will be eventually produced on Bandcamp when I have enough songs to justify that. They get to hear it a week before anybody else does, and eventually I'll put it up on SoundCloud so that everybody can hear it. But still, it's I'm trying to give a little bit of value add there. SoundCloud.com, by the way, SoundCloud.com/Matthew-Laguerre, which also has a couple of tracks that I recorded entirely in self-defense after having 47 unsuccessful attempts to record Do You Know My Friend from Fair. You can listen to them. They're goofy. They're fun. That's all that good. I do archive the old shows at Facebook.com/TobiasTheAdequate, and I am woefully behind in putting up last week's shows on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/MPLaguerre, under the Troubadork playlist. I will get to them. Uploading these songs takes a little bit longer than normal because OBS, by default, records it at a different, a much more robust and hard to render down, apparently, sound format than MP4. You learn something new every day. I mean, I learned how to put text down here, so, eventually I'll put text up here, and maybe we'll, take this box and do something else with it, and we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, Carpe Diem Comics is, of course, the official emotional support comic shop of the Troubadork Show, Tobias the Adequate Podcast, Artisanal Gibberish, anything else I can come up with. You can find them live in McKinney, Texas. You can find them on the interwebs at carpediemcomicsonline.square.site. And support them. If you have a local comic shop, craft store, or gaming shop, please support them. Support your locals, because your locals don't have big corporate backing. There's usually 2 or 3 people just trying to do something they love. And so do check that out and do be supportive. Yep, someone has to wear funny hats, and that someone is me. My entire career has been a spate of funny hats, and apparently my show killed Teppo's installation of Google Chrome. I'm sorry, Teppo. Don't worry. When you pick up the archive of this, which will be going on to the Tobias the Adequate page real soon, you can see that pretty much I stayed in one place a lot because I am very immobile and I don't have a very expressionable face. Expressive face. Words are hard. Let's go shopping. You folks have been, once again, an absolute joy to be with. Thank you for hanging out with me, because without you here, what I do makes even less sense and is even less justifiable. And we'll do our little fade to black thing as I remind you all that no matter what happens, as long as you're here, that's a good thing. I like it when y'all are here, because y'all make this happen. If y'all didn't happen, I'd just be sitting in a room making noise by myself and wouldn't need all this equipment. So y'all take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. I'll see you next time.